Should cameras and CCTV equipment be installed in your company space? Oftentimes this is a workplace issue because employees are going to be talking about personal privacy. Hi, I'm Duarte. I'm a business coach and consultant. I've been doing this for a couple of decades. This is what I know and I've learned. I think you can benefit from it. Up to this point, I've done over 200 business management videos on different topics. They're for you. Use it as a resource. Every company must assess whether they should have CCTV equipment installed and being monitored for their company. But there are some considerations that we have to really take and consider. One of those is today's workplace sometimes can be a toxic environment, and it's not always easy to distinguish what is right and what is wrong, especially when someone makes an accusation. Let me give you an example of something that happened a little while ago with a client, and this is what he told me. So there was a situation where there was a female employee that had made an allegation about another male employee that he had slapped her. Now, that was taken extremely serious, obviously, and it didn't look very good for the male employee because she was really distraught, crying and everything else. So it was really, really bad. Now, lucky enough, the owner had installed some cameras, and it actually captured the incident. And what actually happened is that the person literally just touched the female person on the face as they were joking. But something happened, she didn't like it, and that incident of just touching her on the face became a slap. Now, I can tell you from the owner's perspective, this is what he told me, is that upon hearing this female worker recounting the incident to him, he was actually ready to fire him immediately. I mean, it is hard to have one of your employees, whether female or male, but in this case was a female, and she was crying in his office, recounting this horrible incident. And then he looked at the footage. And when he looked at the footage, it was obvious that they were joking around, but she didn't like something that he said or whatever. And obviously they were a little bit chummy, a little bit too far for a really workplace relationship. Maybe he spurned her on something that she was trying to do, and who knows what actually happened. We will never know. But we do know is that what she recounted to him didn't happen. And when she saw the video, she was in shock because she didn't know that it was captured on camera. She then started to backtrack and said, oh, well, it felt like a slap, and more went on. But at the end of the day, the male employee got to keep his job. They both had some workplace counseling to make sure that things were going to be better and that their relationship was going to continue, which it did. Eventually, a couple of months later, I think the female employee left. Don't know exactly why, but that is what happened. She was treated very well, as far as I know, from the owner, because I do know he was a very caring guy, and so was he. But these things do happen, and we have to be cognizant that it does happen. And it could happen both ways. I mean, in this particular case, I gave you an example of a female, but it could happen towards a male too. Why not? So we have to make sure that we protect ourselves. As company owners, or as a company owner or a business manager, you must protect your company, and you must protect your business assets, and that includes your employees. They are the greatest resource that any company has. And sometimes employees will make the wrong decision because we're all human. And in those particular circumstances, like this owner did, workplace counseling for both sides was the right thing to do. Now, should you have CCTV in your workplace? In common areas, I'm going to say yes. Obviously, you must respect people's privacy. They shouldn't be used to snoop on whether people are, working or not. You should have other ways of monitoring whether they are being productive or not, but they are really useful, and I just gave you one example. Hope that this is helpful. If you like this kind of content, follow me, and if you have any comments, I'd love to hear what you think, and otherwise, we'll talk to you tomorrow.